Okay then, girls, we've done those three short little lessons here. So I'm going to turn those off. We'll go on to our next layer here. Remember, how do we make it larger? Command T, drag on the corner, make it a bit larger. Okay, again, image, what do we need to do? Enter, image, adjustments. Let's have a look at inverting. Okay, we can invert our image and see what that looks like. You could then go on from there and go hue and saturation and see what that looks like. You could colorize that. You could change the saturation of that, and that could incorporate some cool little textures that you might want to use for your logo later on. I'm just going to go cancel at this stage because I think that just looks nice as is. I'll rename this invert. And we've got that there. The final thing I wanted to show you today, Command T, drag it out again so we can see our carpet here. I'm going to go enter, is let's say I wanted to change those shapes here. Ways of selecting, there's the lasso tool, there's a square marquee tool, or there's a magic wand tool. I like to just keep with the lasso tool at this stage. If I go Command plus, I can zoom in. And what we're going to do, like a lasso, is choose one section of your work that you're looking at and try and do as best selection as you can. And like a lasso, it needs to come back to the beginning again. Release, hold the space bar down, Command negative to zoom out. Hold the shift key now and look what happens. It will add to this selection. Okay, so I can add to my selection and we won't be too finicky with it. Okay, so let's say that's our selection there. Let's say I made a mistake and I included too much of my selection. If I hold the Option key down, you'll notice there it's got a little negative sign, and then I can take that away. So that's if I make a mistake with my selection. Come back to the beginning again. Okay, how do I change the color of it? Well, there's a number of different ways. You could do hue and saturation, you could look at color balance, you could look at photo filter. Let's just do hue and saturation because we're comfortable with it. We can colorize it. We can change the saturation so it become quite a colorful section of our image there. We can change the color of it so it could be quite vibrant and bright. We can change some contrast there, lights and darks, let's say, for example, but we might leave it where it was because it was quite okay. So let's say we've got might just have a little bit of a dull section there, so maybe we might have something there. Okay, I'll go okay, and to deselect, go Command D, or the long way is select and deselect. Okay, so if I go Command D, and there we've got our section of the carpet selected. Now I could go on with whatever part of my image I've got and continue to select that there. I suggest that's probably a good part of the lesson for today. Just have a little play with Photoshop with those lessons there. Remember to make sure you name your you name your layers so that you can remember what you've done. And I'll do lasso. And so when I come back to it, I will remember it. Okay, girls, try and do those lessons today. That's heaps of things to try and do and get your head around today. I look forward to seeing this in your virtual folio. Thanks, girls.